What's up, Family Liberty? It's your boy, BigSarge, and today I'm taking on the role of gossip columnist. I think I'll call my show The Hostile Fire Zone. If you ever gamed with Black Widow Company, then you know what's about to happen. Now, I've said in previous videos that I'm part of the kink community and that in a Q&A video I gave a few general vague mentions since I was asked, and I said at the time that I'd answer almost any question. You've also heard me say things like ethical non-monogamy, or I'm a mostly straight white guy, or that I don't kink shame. One of my kinks is shaming MAGA for being dumb motherfuckers. I'm saying all of this to set the stage for this little video. I'm open-minded as fuck, except for tolerating MAGA moron ass clown fuckfaces and their Arctic temperature IQ. Oh, or their hypocritical bullshit, especially the Christo-fascist kind. In general, I do not give a flying fuck at a case of rat-fucked MREs, who's fucked who. As long as everything's above board and consensual and of age, then who the fuck am I to judge? I also generally don't care who's having an affair as long as it doesn't affect me and mine or workplace productivity. That's a problem between you and your partner. Now, having said all that, the Republican Party, aka the party of Trump, aka the party of family values, aka the party of morals, aka the party of God and baby Jesus, aka the party of Christian nationalism, has been shoving their brand of one man, one woman, thou shalt not commit adultery unless you're a Republican politician, down the throats of Americans since the rise of televangelists and the insertion of Christianity into politics. Which is super fucking weird because we don't tax churches, and yet every time I slip into the back pew of a church, all I hear are these overzealous white dudes up there making thinly veiled or even outright overt political statements. Sorry, I get a little worked up. I am my father's son after all, and my father's a preacher. Anyway, I've set the stage and the orchestra has tuned up, so let's get on with the show. My next guest needs no introduction, so I'm just going to say Donald Trump. You know him as a convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, credibly accused and admitted to sexually assaulting other women, palled around with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and was accused of being a child fucker, cheated on his first wife with the woman that became his second wife, cheated on his second wife with the woman who became his third wife, cheated on his third wife after she'd just given birth, presumably to Trump's kid. Has anyone done a DNA check on Barron? With adult film star Stormy Daniels and with a Playboy model, although not at the same time, otherwise he'd be up here with BigSarge. Now, if you don't already know who Laura Loomer is, she's a disgraced journalist who lost her credentials, got herself red-pilled, and she turned into a full-blown QAnon conspiracy theorist, was fired for her bullfuckery, ran as a Republican because that's where all the racists go these days, lost to a Democrat, and got super ass-mad about it. She worked for InfoWars and Project Veritas, if that tells you what sort of extremist bullshit she's been up to. She's also been banned from numerous social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, payment processors, vehicles for hire, and food delivery mobile apps for various reasons, including violating policies on hate speech and posting misinformation. What kind of fucking wingnut do you have to be to get fired from a goddamn Uber and DoorDash app? Do you just roll up to BigSarge's house with my order of 50 nuclear Holocaust buffalo wings, hand them to me and say, Benghazi, or some bullshit? Okay, so last year in April, Donald Trump wanted to hire Loomer for his campaign. Because of course he does. So Marjorin Traytor-Greede actually put a stop to it and said, you can't hire her, she's a documented liar. Marjorin Traytor-Greede said, this bitch is a documented liar. Let that shit sink in. Now, this could end up being the fork in the road because I led off with some morality and sexual references, but pivoted to Marjorin Traytor-Greede, who herself has had affairs, has said racist shit, and is a QAnon cultist who runs in the same circles as Ms. Loomer. But BigSarge leaves no Rolling Stone unmossed, so why not both? First, Trump has allegedly been having an affair with Laura Loomer. Nobody knows for how long, but given the fact that Melania refuses to be seen in public with her Orange Julius and has reportedly been sleeping with the head of Trump Tower security and has batted away Trump's attempts to hold her hand in public, I'd say Trump has been deprived of his wife's affections since at least when the news about Stormy Daniels broke. It's even more telling that, at least according to the lying liar Laura Loomer, that's an alliteration, she was the first person Trump wanted to see after the alleged suspicious assassination attempt on Trump. You know who he didn't see? Melania. Have you seen this woman? She's mysteriously missing, just like the mysteriously missing bullet wound at Trump's miraculously healed ear. Now look, I'm not discounting the fact that a documented liar could just be clout chasing, but given how she's basically going public with her close ties to Trump, and the fact that Trump is a narcissist who craves any kind of attention at all, and what with the absolute certainty that he knows people hate his rotten orange guts, this woman pays him the slightest shred of attention, and even though she's young enough to be his daughter, actually, considering what we know about Trump, I'd bet money they're probably fucking.
She's actually.
That's my
software.
That says Trump 2024.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Oh yeah, they're definitely fucking. They are making the ham beast with two backs. Somewhere, Alina Habba is crying into her pillow. Well, this is where it gets better, and I'm predicting it's going to get a whole lot worse better before the inauguration, whoever wins. So Marjorin Traytor-Greede basically accused Loomer, who I should note is Jewish, of being racist and for spreading racist propaganda and for making jokes about Vice President Kamala Harris stinking up the White House of Indian curry or some weird shit. Marjorin Traytor-Greede said, "This bitch is a racist." Let that shit sink in. Loomer fired back, saying some shit like, "Oh, it's super ironic that this handbeast is calling me racist." Narrator: she is racist. And then went on a fucking tirade on Twitter, writing a goddamn wizard's tome about what an absolute pile of shit Marjorin Traytor-Greede is and how she's just jealous. Watching this battle of the racists is almost as entertaining as watching people of Walmart videos. I swear to God, you just know that Trump is gonna fuck something up worse than my ex-wife could fuck up dinner. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry. And it's inevitable that either Marjorin or Looney is gonna get jilted and start spilling the tea, or possibly both. Everyone in this fucking situationship is batshit crazy and has a history of being a class A fuck up. Now there's a distinct possibility that Trump and Melania are just keeping up appearances, or maybe they have an open marriage, but given the fact that Trump is trying to keep the conservative Christian nationalists who are desperate to have a Republican president so they can continue, I don't know, trying to inflict dominionism and the Christian version of Shakira law on all of us non-Christians, I'm willing to bet that none of this is above board between the insurrectionist husband and his former softcore porn star of a Stepford wife. Look, we're in for a fucking soap opera on par with the bastard love child of The Young and the Restless had drunken sweaty sex with the real housewives of orange-skinned Hitler, so y'all better buckle up because nobody's driving this bus, and once it dips below 55 miles an hour, you know shit's gonna explode. I absolutely hate tabloid bullshit, but I can't help reveling in the schadenfreude of watching the love triangle between Looney Laura, Velveeta Voldemort, Q Cux Clanny, and Melania. Wait, that's four. That'd be like a love rhombus or a love trapezoid or a love parallelogram. For the Sons of Liberty, I'm AdminTim, and AdminTim 317 says, "Thou shalt not commit adultery with someone who looks like a scalped hearse." So get fucked and die mad about it. Obligatory disclaimer, if you like our content, we'd appreciate if you'd subscribe, like the video, and get notifications. You can help us extend our reach by sharing our video content, and if you'd like to help us beat the algorithm, please leave us a comment on some of our videos. 2 claps and a Rick! Don't stick your dick in crazy. Woo! It's raining like a motherfucker here, so there's going to be some background noise. Well, at least I won't have to cut my grass today. Maxwell and was accused of being a child fucker, cheated on his worst wife, watching the love triangle between Looney Laura, Velveeta Voldemort, Q Cux Clanny, and Melania. Wait, that's 4. That'd be like a love rhombus, or a love trapezoid, or a love parallelogram. Now, here's a picture of Laura Loomer. Oh, baby, no, what is you doing? Bless your heart. She's a suffering fuck. I can. It's Friday the 13th, but I can't use that. Take a look at me. I'm a bad-built butch body. Jesus Christ, are they sure they're not related? I mean, that would be right out of his playbook, wouldn't it? I've said some mean-spirited shit here today, but behold, the field in which I grow my fucks. Lo, it is barren.